Welcome to the Davis Material Recovery Facility, serving all of Morgan and most of Davis County, also known as the MRF. This is the first step in the right direction to start handling our waste instead of putting it in the ground and expecting future generations to take care of it. Come with me and let's walk through this facility step by step, and you can see where we are actually pulling these materials out of this resource. This is the infeed belt. This is the beginning of the story. This is where the large loader will grab the material and place it on the infeed belt, which transports the material up to the pre-sort station. This is the pre-sort station. This is where these employees are pulling off anything that can do harm to the system. They're looking for boulders, they're looking for garden hoses, things that we call tanglers, anything that can hurt the conveyor belts or the equipment itself. This is the 9-inch trommel. It provides dual services for us. First and foremost, it opens up those bags and boxes of recyclables that inadvertently get through. By the way, it works better for us if you don't bag your recyclables. Just put them loose in that recycling cart. The second part is it separates all plus 9-inch and minus 9-inch material. Anything larger than 9-inch continues down to our OCC screen. OCC is an acronym for Old Corrugated Cardboard. Anything smaller than 9-inch goes on to the CP screen. This CP screen is very critical. This is what's separating the two-dimensional material from the three-dimensional material. So we are just after the CP screen, and this gives you a great opportunity to see the difference between the two-dimensional products coming up the CP screen and the three-dimensional products that fell down the CP screen. On the upper belt, you're gonna see cardboard, you're gonna see plastic film, paper, those items that are two-dimensional, they're flat. They're actually on their way to a FiberMax sorter. It's an optical sorter. This is the FiberMax. It's a fiber optical sorter. It separates out plastic film and paper. The paper is sent as an office mixed paper bale, or what we call OMP, another acronym, right? The plastic film is sent to a cement kiln as an alternative fuel. All of the 3D material is down on the lower belt. That is the milk jugs, the pop bottles, pop cans, those aluminum cans that are so valuable. They're on their way to what we call a plastic max, or a plastic optical sorter. So this is the first optical sorter coming out of the CP screen. This is where we're targeting those milk jugs, those detergent containers, anything that's made out of the number 2 plastic, HDPE. We are down to the last of the pop cans, the steel cans, and the plastic bottles, water bottles and pop bottles. This is firing on that plastic bottle. It's called PET, and we want it, and this machine is going to give it to us. Most of the material has been removed out of the stream. We are down to our final 2 components, yet these are our most valuable components. They are steel cans and aluminum cans. We are standing in front of the drum magnet, which is basically what it is, a drum that has a magnet inside. Anything that is magnetic or attracted to the magnet will be sucked out of the waste stream. All the others will move on down the line to our final component. We are at the eddy current separator. This is the last sorting piece of equipment in a long line. Its sole purpose is to go after aluminum cans. It actually repels the aluminum cans and forces them over the edge and onto its final belt. So way back in the beginning, we started with the 9-inch trommel. Anything larger than 9 inches reports here to the OCC screen. OCC is another acronym for cardboard. This cardboard screen allows the cardboard to float over the top. Anything smaller than 10 inches will fall through and head on back to the RDF. Anything larger will go on to our quality control station. This is the quality control station for the OCC screen. These employees behind me are pulling out anything that's not cardboard. So think about large plastic bags. That material is sent on and eventually will become RDF. This is the OCC baler. There is so much cardboard being generated by the OCC screen that it requires its own dedicated baler. All it bales is cardboard, which means it can be automated. So the material falls into the chute from above. It fills a chamber. The material exits the chamber and is wrapped by wire and then continues to be pushed out onto the MRF floor. Somebody better get there and catch that material before it hits something important. So this is our last chance belt. This is our last opportunity to grab anything of value. Each opening is above a different bunker. Paige is monitoring this belt and pulling off anything that she finds of value and sets it in the appropriate bunker. So this is the product bunkers. We've already separated out the material from the waste stream. This is our PET bunker. We're opening it and we're ready to bale it. So the material has slid down onto this larger conveyor belt. It is being transported to a elevated conveyor belt, which will raise the material up into the air and let it fall into our baler. We are baling PET. The first bale has come out. With plastic, when you bale it, you cram it into a very small spot. And then as it starts to come out of that, you wrap it with wire. One of the terms that you hear us say a lot at the MRF is RDF. It's an acronym for refuse-derived fuel. These bales that I'm sitting on are made up primarily of plastic film and paper. We bale it up, load it onto a semi-truck, and haul it up to a local cement kiln. They use this material as an alternative fuel instead of coal. Thank you for joining me on our tour through the material recovery facility. This is not just our facility, this is your facility. Together, we are moving towards a more sustainable future for Davis and Morgan County.